Welcome back. We are on day 29 of interviewing someone every day. And today I'm with
David Vokulchik.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, dude.
David, one thing that I appreciate about you is you serve in church. You do a lot of stuff, and it's a blessing to me, and it's a blessing to the people here in church. Can you tell people how you kind of started serving? Because you didn't always like serving. You didn't always want to do it. So share a little. I want you to share that.
I was your typical teenager who struggled with going to church. I was a part of the teen group and stuff, but after that, I just didn't see much worth in going to church. You know, joining the adults and stuff. And it was one day where a good friend of mine here at church, Mason, invited me to join the media ministry. It's where we control all the audio, the lighting, the stuff that goes on screen. And I wasn't really interested in it. I said I would think about it, and he just said, okay, you're a part of the team. So he didn't really give me much of a choice. My brother-in-law was in charge of it at the time, so it was kind of easy to jump in. And I just started showing up. It was really difficult at first because I didn't feel I was in the right place, I guess. I wasn't getting it. I wasn't much of a tech guy. I didn't do much about computers and audio and lighting. But I just stuck at it, and it kind of ended up being an excuse to go to church. Well, I'm in media tonight. I got to be there. I can't let people down. And I started to really like actually being a part of the church, at least behind the scenes. I never liked being on stage. You'll never see me much on stage. And so, but having the thought of supporting my church, and then like later on, the thought of supporting God, do these things for Jesus and stuff. Even like behind the scenes, and no one knows and stuff, and maybe whatever the preacher will call out and say thanks to the media team, but it just feels good to do it no matter what, even through the good and bad and stuff. And there's a lot of bad, a lot of it, a lot with this guy too. It just feels good. And so over time, it made me feel good, and it made me realize as I grew closer to the Lord that there's a really good reason for me doing it, and I enjoy it every day. That's
awesome. So what would your message be to maybe someone else is watching this video that they're in the same boat where they're like, what's the point of going to church? I don't want to be here. I only went because my parents, now they get to kind of make a decision. What would your message be? Because you've been in their shoes. What would your message be to them?
I would say find an excuse to go to church, even if it's just a friend there, maybe someone you're interested in and stuff. Maybe it's just someone you want to support. Sure. I've done a lot of things here. I would help older people here at the church and help them move and stuff, and that just kind of kept me in it. So any kind of excuse to just be like, hey mom, or hey dad, or hey whatever, I need to go to church tonight because of this, is something, I think will help at least start. You don't have to continue to do that forever and stuff, and you don't have to do anything as complicated as I do or you do. It could be as simple as greeting people at the door, or just, if, hey, I agree to stay after and help clean up, or I agree to go early and set stuff up. Because not only you're doing that, you're getting the goodness of going to church. It just feels good when you're helping people out.
It's fulfilling.
Yeah, it's fulfilling and stuff. Like I don't care how bad of a person you think you are. Helping people out, it helps so much. It puts a smile on their face, it puts a smile on your face, and it makes you want that more, and I think it'll keep you coming to church. So yeah, that's what I think.
Find a way to get involved somehow, big or small. Get plugged in, and trust that God, and have God change your heart towards church. That's kind of your story a little bit. That's what you did, and now you're a huge part here at our church here, and a blessing to a lot of people. So
no, it's the biggest blessing, one of the biggest blessings that's ever happened to me and stuff is me being a big part of this church. I know I'd say if you're struggling to go to church, maybe you don't know many people there, and there's no role for you there. Like I said, just find a reason to go. Talk to people. I know people could be kind of shy nowadays, and they have their groups and stuff. Just get involved, even if it's through ministry. I've met so many of my good friends. One of my best friends here at Church Chase, I've met him through this ministry and stuff. So if you get involved somewhere, maybe you don't know anyone at first, but you'll get to know people. You'll get involved in your church either way, no matter what.
Well, thanks, bro. I think that's a powerful message, and I'm excited to share it.
Yeah, thanks to you for having me.
Of course. And don't forget to die daily, baby.